This is Tom.
And I'm Joe.
And this is No Huntsville, a very special episode here. We don't do it very often, but when it does, we get really excited about the food episodes, right?
Definitely.
So we have the lovely ladies, Kelly and Mary Ann from HoneyPie Bakery, and they're here to share with us some of their delights and talk about what they do. Guys, thanks for coming in and talking with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
So let's get started real quick. HoneyPie Bakery, that's facebook.com/honeypiehsv. And then also they have a regular website, which is honeypiebakery.com, in which they have their goods in different stores here in town. We'll talk about that. You do some catering, and you kind of span the gamut of different things that you like to put together. So let's talk a little bit about what exactly you guys bake.
All of it.
All of it.
All the foods.
We do a wide variety of things. We do both sweet and savory.
Okay.
We do things that are a little bit beyond a traditional bakery. We do sauces, we do spice rubs, we do candies, brownies, cookies, cheese straws, pies, cakes, all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking on your Facebook page, you got all the pictures, and I mean, you guys are artists too. I mean, that stuff is really neat to look at, and it's not like you're just giving me a roll of something or a pie with whipped cream on it.
Yeah, there's some art involved with. There's a
Yeah.
presentation value that you guys seem to be honing in on, which is really nice.
Well, we like to have fun with it, and
Right. So wait, speaking of that, we were talking earlier. You were telling us a little bit some of the experimentation that you guys have. So talk to us about some of the. So we, of course, we have the brownies and we have the pralines, which we're going to try today, which I'm kind of excited about.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some of the other stuff that you guys kind of get out there and try different things and do. So talk about some of that stuff.
part of the fun of being your own boss and working with friends is that we have the freedom to be like, hey man, hey, what do you think would happen if I candied these habaneros?
The short answer is I have to leave the building, but once it's all done, they're awesome.
Right.
Nice.
We put together a peach and habanero pie filling recently.
Wow.
We actually took the fresh habanero peppers, candied them, mixed them with peaches, a little bit of orange, some secret, I don't remember what else went in there. So agave. Sweetened it with agave,
We were talking about that.
and filled it into a pie crust made out of a cream cheese dough. And let me tell you, those flew. I mean,
Sounds wonderful.
I don't see why.
I don't think half of them actually made it to market. I think we just sat in the back and ate
them, right? Yeah. I would have a big problem with that. I think.
Possible that there's a little bit of hiding in the cooler eating pie.
Yeah.
Hiding in the cooler eating pie.
So what are some other stuff that you guys are putting together?
We're really interested in some kind of different flavors. We really like the combination of sweet and spicy.
Okay.
We've got a strawberry jalapeno jam that we've made that
Nice.
is presently available at a couple of our retail stores. We have a flavor profile that we call the Red Hot Mama. And basically, it's when you put chocolate with cinnamon, a little bit of salt, and cayenne pepper. So it gives it a really well balanced heat and flavor. We actually have.
There's a jar of that in there for you guys.
That is a fudge sauce with the Red Hot Mama flavor profile. If you guys would like to try that, that's a sample for you guys today.
I would love to try that.
We do that as a cookie. We do it as a cake. We've done it as a pie. We can do it as a fudge sauce. Eventually, it will become a brownie whenever we get feeling froggy with it.
Nice. Nice.
We have a Mayan chocopolyps. We've really enjoyed putting bacon in food. It's a big thing right now. Everybody loves bacon, and that salty, that kind of fatty, salty bacon flavor pairs really well with a lot of things.
Like everything, by the way.
Basically everything. Actually, I'll tell you, we have a dish going out to the Digium Beans and Bites Cafe for this week, which is a breakfast French toast casserole. It's got homemade bread. It's got a brown sugar-based custard. It's got bacon, candied pecans, and fresh apples in it.
Oh my gosh!
I might have had that for lunch yesterday.
Yeah.
I think mine was just blown off camera.
And then we also have the Mayan chocopolyps, which is a chocolate. It's typically in cake form. It's a chocolate cake that's got some spice in the cake, chilies and whatnot. It's got a fudge frosting. We do a candied jalapeno and bacon with that as well.
Man.
Where can we get this stuff? I mean, It sounds good. I might leave after the show and go pick some up.
You guys are in a number of different local stores, so why don't you rattle off some of those stores so people know where they can go and try some of these things.
Absolutely.
So you got a list.
We actually made a list.
Good.
Well, that's good.
That's not to forget anybody.
I'm really bad about forgetting. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
And we try to add new people all the time. So
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Hey, shameless plug. If you know somewhere that you'd like to see HoneyPie Bakery, get on our Facebook and tell us.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Or tell them to call us. Well, we're always happy to add new retailers.
Right.
Right now, here in Huntsville, we have University Pickers on University Drive at Oster. We're at the Switch House over on Cleveland, just south of Pratt. Meridian?
Yeah.
I make things up.
Big plug to Monique over there, too.
Yeah.
A big friend of the show.
Awesome. Monique's awesome.
Right.
She has some great stuff.
Yes.
We are at the Artery over on Wellman. We are at English Table down on Cecil Ashburn. We're at the Deep. You can go get your comics and get your brownies.
Nice.
Yeah, Cup of Everything on the Square. Those are awesome ladies up there. They're brand new, just opened. Go in there, grab some honey pie, and grab a glass of wine, cup of coffee. Great
Right.
people.
Wow, wine and coffee.
I know. You'll notice we like beer, we like wine, we like coffee, and we like food.
There you go.
I do too.
This is what the show's all about.
Happy Tummy. We skipped Happy Tummy.
Well, I was gonna put okay.
Oh, you were coming back to it.
That's fine. That's okay. We're in restaurants. We're in Happy Tummy over in the Low Mill.
Right.
And we're in Old Heidelberg. About half of the cakes they sell come from us.
Wow.
Out in Madison, we are at Lily Pond Art Studio on County Line Road. And over in Research Park, we are in a cafe inside Digium, Beans and Bites. You'll also find Shannon, the coffee lady, up there. She's one of our partner companies.
And a friend of the show, too,
And
right?
That's the highbrow.
Exactly.
Highbrow?
Yeah, highbrow,
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
We're mobile also. Anytime Clover Coffee goes anywhere, they do the Green Street Market on Thursdays.
Right.
They do street festivals, things like that. We generally go with them.
Oh, nice.
Either she carries our products for us or we show up and help her and bring our own stuff. Anytime she's out somewhere, you'll find us as well. And Rollin' Lobster. Rollin'
Say it.
Lobster.
You gotta say it right.
Lobster.
No,
Rollin' Lobster.
She
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
like
She is actually one of our kitchen roommates. She commissaries with us and she carries our desserts as well. Out in Decatur, it's a long list. Out in Decatur, we're at the Cupboard on Bank Street. Up at the Cupboard at Bank Street. We're on How Bazaar on 2nd Avenue. We are about to go into Tennessee Valley Pecan Company. We're working up a private selection line for those guys.
Nice.
And we are also in the Raceway on, 565?
Right.
Oh, really?
On the way to Decatur.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a raceway where everyone stops to meet people on a road trip.
Yeah, exactly.
You can also get a
How
cookie.
strategic is that?
Right?
Great.
We're kind of everywhere.
So now, I'm kind of embarrassed I haven't seen it yet. I mean, you're all over the place.
We're kind of everywhere.
It's nice.
All right, I think we should stop messing around. So let's get right down to what we really want to do here. So
Eat some food.
we have some a different variety here. We have a brownie, we have a praline, and then we have these cheese straws.
They're
So
running
what are we
out.
going to start with? Cheese straws?
Yeah, I've been eating
So tell
these
us about
already.
the cheese straws while we eat them.
It's cheese with enough butter and flour to stick it together.
It's really good.
It's so good.
Our cheese straws are a little bit different. We don't, a lot of people try to make cheese straws go through this weird press to give it this weird shape. And my opinion is that if you can do something to that cheese straw batter to make it go through that press, it's not going to taste good.
I see, right.
Ours are a little bit different. It's very simple, very straightforward, very classic. 5 ingredients: cheese, butter, flour, salt, cayenne pepper.
It's like a
That's it.
cookie, but with
It's
the cheese
good.
flavor. It's really good. That was really good. All right, so let's move on to the brownie, which looks really good. So you have it's a brownie, then you have some like a fudge drizzle on
That
it or
is our
something, right?
house-made fudge
All right, here we go.
sauce. Oh, my goodness.
I got that for you. Here we go. Wow, that's not bad. Holy cow.
That's actually one of our signature items.
It's so soft.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
It is fantastic. Wow.
that's really good.
Thank you. That's one of our signature items. Pretty much anywhere you find honey pie treats, you're going to find that brownie.
Oh, nice.
We do several variants on it. That is our original double fudge. It's fudge brownie with a homemade fudge sauce. We also do it as a cheesecake brownie, which has homemade cheesecake batter swirled into it. We do a peanut butter brownie that's got the peanut butter swirled in. We've got a Nutella brownie that has Nutella swirled in.
Nutella's
and
big. Everybody talks about Nutella now.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever had it.
My
So we
mom
try that.
loves it. She also tries to tell me it's health food.
It has nuts in it. It's protein.
Exactly. It's
Yes,
peanut
no,
butter.
you're-
It's good for you. I'm like, it's like frosting, Mom.
You're having frosting for breakfast.
You can't have frosting for
This
breakfast.
brownie though, man,
You
you
can't
can't.
have frosting for
I mean,
breakfast. You just have to own that that's what you're
just
doing.
It's really
so,
good.
just the texture and everything.
Yeah, it's really soft. It was really good.
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to the praline. I was kind of excited about the praline. I'm a big fan of pralines, so we'll move on to this right now. So tell us about your praline.
It's a little softer than a New Orleans
New Orleans
style.
style, yeah. It's more crusty, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Man, really sweet.
What's this right here?
So good.
yes. Yeah, pralines are a personal weakness.
Mm.
They are too.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's really good.
This is the queen of pralines right here.
Yeah.
Every time I make a praline, it turns south very quickly. So I let her be in charge. I do the hard candy. She does the soft candy.
Tell us about a praline if anybody has never heard of one or what it has in it.
Heavy cream and butter and brown sugar and toasted pecans, essentially. And
Oh,
you,
good.
Just make it so good.
Yeah.
Right? Right? And
Wow.
you cook all of those things together until they get thick enough for scooping. And it's
Oh.
Pretty simple.
like,
It's a little more complicated than that, but this is, again, that's one of those things where having quality ingredients to start with really gives you a quality
Yeah.
product at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so talk about your products too, not having all the preservatives and stuff like that. So,
Right.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything we make, we do our best to focus on seasonal items, focus on local things, locally produced. We,
Awesome.
in fact, just picked up a supplier that's bringing us local sorghum and local honey.
Wow.
And, you know, we don't put any artificial preservatives, artificial colors, artificial flavors in our standard products. You know, obviously, if we bake a cake that's got a colored frosting, we use a little bit of coloring in that. But,
Right.
you know, we use natural colorings when we can, and we use a minimal amount of colorings. But, you know, we just feel like food should be made from real food. And if you give me an ingredients list and it's got chemicals that I can't pronounce,
Yeah.
you know, we don't know what that's going to do to us in the long term. And, you know,
and it doesn't taste good.
and it doesn't taste good. You
That's-
know,
Well, your cakes are fantastic. Look, I mean,
Well,
I'm
thank
looking.
Thank
You guys got to get on these Facebook pictures and look at this Pac-Man cake. I can't get over the Pac-Man cake. It's so rad.
We'll post some pictures up while we're doing the interview.
Yeah, that'd be great. One thing, this is all good, but I'm kind of disappointed after you explained to me what you had in the beer donuts.
All right.
You're holding out.
Segue into what we really care about. So tell us how you're infusing beer into some of your products here. So go ahead.
Was it wheat beer that was in the dough?
Mhm.
And
yeah, it's we did a yeasted donut that had wheat beer in the dough. All of the liquid in it was wheat beer.
Wow.
And then we took the hoppiest beer we could find, which we were working with Straight to Ale as well.
Who are those guys?
I know. Who was that company again? Those Straight to Ale people. But they had the
Something
Monkey's
with
Uncle,
monkeys.
that super hoppy,
Yeah.
you know, and the
Yeah.
bitterness of the hops with the sweetness of the sugar, and then the creaminess of that donut was just a beautiful, beautiful combination.
Wait, so do you guys still do that, or you did a one-time thing and you're not going to do it again, or?
We did it like crazy for about 6 weeks, and then everyone's like, "Nope, I've had my beer donut and I'm over it."
Okay, all right,
Is
so-
honestly is kind
I
of
don't
how it
I
went.
didn't have my
we
beer
still
donut.
make 'em, right? Who says
I
that?
can't imagine that coming out of my lips, but all right.
We
Jeez.
make them when we do make them when they're called for. If somebody wants some,
Sure.
we're happy to make them.
Okay.
We've also used their Leica Russian Imperial,
Yeah.
which
okay.
is one of my favorite beers and one of my favorite to cook with.
All right.
We did a beer flavored caramel corn for a long time.
Wow.
Again,
Nice.
with the bacon and the candied jalapenos, and let's see, we've done stout caramels. One of the things that we
Oh,
do when the
nice.
weather's cooler
Yeah.
is we do the caramels that are made from scratch by hand, you know, start
Wow.
to finish. We did a double IPA from them. We've done the Leica as a flavor in it. We're kind of a fan of Guinness. We do a Guinness fudge sauce as well.
Man,
Good. Wow, enough said.
that's so great.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming in. Again, that's Kelly and Mary Ann from HoneyPie Bakery. Again, that's honeypiebakery.com. And then also facebook.com/honeypiehsv. Thanks so much for coming in and talking to us
Awesome.
about your food. If you are a restaurant or a store, get a hold of these guys. Get their stuff in your store. It can only bring more people in because we've tasted it.
These
and
brownies are
and it's
insane.
really good. So definitely do that. Get a hold of these guys. Again, guys, thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
All right.
Awesome.
Good?
Yeah.
Man.
So
All right.
Talk about the community thing about how you have like the other.
I know I thought about that, but then she mentioned it once or twice about